A note about davening. All the modern poskim, all the great achronim, have found this idea of repeating words in davening offensive. Saying again, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, Micha Mocha, or when we sing the words of the piyutim with a melody, we somehow find ourselves repeating the words, straight words, in the way they are written, in the way backwards. And this includes Litvaks, like the Aruch HaShulchan, and Hungarians, like the Maram Shik, and Rav Moshe in the Igros Moshe. They all agree that repeating the words of davening is problematic. The Maram Shik in his tshuva quotes a number of reasons for this. First, he says, there's a matbeya shetovu chachomim. The chachomim established what the words of the davening are. And when you repeat the words or change the order or say them back and say them forward, you're kind of taking issue with that determination of the chachomim. Secondly, it sounds like you think that you may have made a mistake the first time around. That's why you say it a second time and a third time. It may be that for the chazan, who is saying Shmona Esrei for real, right, it may be a kind of a hefsek that he's going, when he says words twice or three times or says them again or goes backwards and forwards, it may in some way impinge on the halachic quality of his enterprise. And then there's a general idea that it doesn't bring honor to the enterprise, like you're stuttering, or you're repeating things, you forgot what is going on. So everybody agrees. Everybody seems to agree to repeating, even though today one could argue everybody has a machzor. Everybody's holding the text in their hand. And what I'm saying, the way I'm singing, is not really, I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just trying to encourage myself by singing to feel better about things, or to feel as I think I should feel. Nevertheless, I mean, if the argument started today, and the discussion of these things started, so I think you could bring up, one could make a point that when I repeat the words in singing the song, I'm not trying to deny what the text is. I'm not trying to change anything because the text is fixed and printed right in front of me in the machzor. However, since Gedolei Achronim, all the great poskim of our times, have agreed that this is unseemly, unsightly, unacceptable for whatever reason, I think it's important for us to try to avoid repeating words unnecessarily. I know that sometimes repeating the words is kind of make it possible for you to get into it and enjoy the davening more. Nevertheless, even for those of you who feel that the singing of the davening or the music of the davening or the repeating the words of the davening is very important, I think even you should consider this opposition and try very hard to minimize the repetition of the words in the davening that you actually do.